everyone, I'm Matt.
Hi, I'm Desiree.
And we're bringing you this week's Rising Tide West Coast Swing Guide.
This week on the guide, we are back with Flashback February, where we take moves that we've been introduced to 5 to 10 years ago, and we reinvigorate them so we can all enjoy them again. So this week, we're going to be breaking down a back-to-back spring for you. So let's watch it and then talk about it. Lead follow.
Yep. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, breaking down that back-to-back spring part, because that's really the main challenge of the pattern. So, this start feels a little bit like a whip or like what we call like a J hook or a C hook lead. So I'm getting the follower rotating. From here, it's really tempting leaders to view this as like a rotational catch, where I'm catching the follower and rotating. However, that ends up giving them way too much room and is uncomfortable for our shoulder, uncomfortable for their shoulder, and all around not what we want to do. So what we're looking for is this catch is actually a linear extension of my arm. And it looks rotational because Desiree is rotating. So the linearity of my catch opposes her rotation to stop her rotation. Other helpful tip, leaders, this hand that's on the shoulder, it gives the follower actually more room if we keep the elbow in tight close to our ear versus if it's out here, that cuts off the follower's room. So if we go through this, 1, catching linear, keeping the elbow tight. From here, we're going into a nice big windmill, so a wrist-to-wrist connection. Think about dropping the arm, while keeping it straight down, and then up and over. Notice my arm is straight the whole time. That's 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. We have a little extension here, so we're gradually getting into that anchor position, 7, 8. From here, it's really just a free spin with a leader's turn. 1, crossing over on 2. Right now, we're looking over our right shoulder. As we release this hand, leaders, we're just going to switch to look over our left shoulder, and then triple it out.
For our followers, it's really important to keep in mind what Matt said. For our leaders right at the beginning, this feels a little bit like a whip. So if you could lead me to count 4, this move seems and feels from the visual of it like you really need to do a lot of work in 3 or 4 steps follows. And that might cause us to want to overshoot here in order to try to get ahead of the game. The problem with that is that 1, our arm could get hurt on this side of things. Another, we're not really establishing this connection as we move past the leader. So for 1, 2, I'm thinking about getting myself more around in front of the leader still. For 3, I'm focusing on settling my weight and extending my arm so that we don't have, as Matt said, a hand hold, but a forearm or wrist-to-wrist hold, and I'm relaxing this arm down as well as establishing a slight stretch here. From this moment, we want to think about taking this part of our arm and making sure that it connects away. So I'm taking my right hip opposed to my left forearm. That will allow the leader to then start to establish this windmill effect. Make sure that you stay with the leader's pacing, not going ahead of the leader or past the leader, and then only when the hand hold begins to change here do we take the hand and make sure that our left side is far back. So this will not be an anchor here, but it will be an anchor taking our left side of body more into our arm than is normal. From this position, again, just a normal free spin, but what we want to think about is from this hand hold, from this angle, we're going to open up more, taking our right side and right shoulder back more so that this hand hold does not get caught up here, but is nice and extended, tripling it out, and then anchoring.
Showing this whole thing one final time from the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That was your guide. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and check out our website and online store linked in the description.
Bye!